Hey, what's up, guys? This is a quick video on how to do a quick signing window. Essentially, as you guys know, we do a lot of signings here at the store. We do a lot of events, but I've been noticing a lot of people too as well. When they do the signing, they would just take the book out from the bagging board, give it to the artist, and then they would have it signed. But then I started to notice a lot of people doing that. They're putting it back in the bagging board, and the signature becomes smudged. You don't want that to happen. So basically, what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna do a small instruction how-to video on how to do a signing window. A signing window essentially is that you're gonna cut through the bag itself, and then you're gonna present the artist a small little window that they can sign into, so that they do not so you don't have to actually take the board out, get them to sign it, and then put it back in and get it all smudged. They'll sign on that window. Once they sign on that window, you can actually air it out. Once it's dry, you can take it out of that window and then put it back on a proper bagging board, and then you can either have it on your collection or send it over to CGC. So we're gonna do a very quick instruction video on that. It's not gonna be long. You just need a few things in there. You're gonna need a painter's tape, a box cutter, 2 bagging boards, and a small board, as well as a tape. But anyways, go through this video here, and then I'll show you guys how to do them. Stick to the very I can't even talk today. Stick around until the very last part of the video, because we have a very special announcement for everybody who possibly have missed out on the VIP package for Tyler Kirkham's signing event next week. All right, fantastic. So we're here. So this is how we start things. So this is how you would properly try to cut the outside of the bag, so where you would want the artist to sign. Okay, so this way you don't actually, like I mentioned before, this way you don't have to keep taking out the book and then putting it back, because once the artist starts signing it and then you put it back in the book, essentially the signature becomes smudged. First things first that you're gonna need is essentially you need a box cutter. So you need one of these, and then you're gonna need a tape. You're gonna need one of these guys too as well. This is basically just a painter's tape. You can just get any painter's tape, doesn't matter what color it is, green or blue, doesn't matter, right? And then you gotta get yourself another bagging board, and then you have yourself this right here, the actual book itself. So since Tyler Kirkham is going to be here in 2 weeks, on the January 25th, we're going to use this Batman Who Laughs variant cover that he's done, this amazing looking cover too as well. So I'm going to get this one signed. This one's actually mine, so I'm going to get that one signed. I forgot to mention to you guys, so you got to get one of these too as well. This is just a normal cardboard, right? So this one is a little bit too big to go on the bag here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this with movie magic. You'll see that it's going to be fully cut, and there it is. Look at that, movie magic, fully cut. So you need one that can actually fit on the bag itself. So the first thing that you want to do is basically take the bagging board out from here. You're not going to need that right now. Take the one that you just actually cut and then put it in here. Now the reason why you're doing that is because, well, you don't want that to be cut. So take the box cutter. Okay, I'm gonna focus in the camera a little bit so that you guys can see properly. So there you go. I'm just gonna focus in a little bit. There you go. Okay, so essentially I want Tyler to I don't want him to sign right here, because the signature is going to be, I'm going to focus in the camera here, give me a second. There you go. I don't want him to actually sign here, because that's gonna, basically the signature is going to be smudged out, and I don't want him to sign here because that's the character. So I want him to sign probably around somewhere here, right? So I want to make a box right over here. right? So what you gotta do is two things. Yeah, you gotta get a box cutter, and then you gotta get a marker. So we get a marker, and then we get this, right? So essentially what you want to do is basically take the book out, and then you want to outline where you want him to sign, right? So first thing that you're gonna do, or I'm gonna focus this out. Man, I wish I had a better camera that I can actually like focus out when I say so. So as always, as you guys know, here at the store, we wear these. Why? Because we're neurotic and we like to take care of our books. Especially this book actually came directly from Mr. Kirkham himself. So he took the time to actually bag and board this for everyone. So if you got one of these things in the store, he actually gave us a bag and board. So that's actually pretty cool of him to do. So you want to be able to take this out. There you go. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the bag that you just took the other bag and board out, and you want to put the book there. There you go. I'll put that book in there. Oh wow, I'm like really horrible at this. There you go. Give me a break. It's been a while, guys. Okay, so the book's there now. So I'm gonna focus in again. So like I said earlier, I want Tyler, Mr. Kirkham, to actually sign somewhere around there, right? So roughly, some people can actually do this with a ruler or whatnot. Doesn't really matter. But just for the sake of the argument, you can actually just do this, outline it, and you're done. Right? But what I'm gonna do is you want to be able to give them as much. You want to be able to give the artist as much area to cover, because you don't want him to just sign right here and it's gonna be like a tiny signature. You want it to be as big as possible too as well. So you want to give him a good surface area on where to sign to. This area right here is really good. So that's not a bad area to sign. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mark this area off. So you can either do it roughly, you can just do this, sign there, or you can do this. So we're gonna make this. There you go. There's that. And then we're gonna do this. There's that. And then we're gonna do this. This is the worst like how-to, by the way, ever. I don't know if I'm gonna do this again. This is the most horrible how-to ever to do things. I should never teach. Can you imagine me having a master class on this thing? That's crazy. Okay, a master class on how to do signings. There you go. Awesome. All right, I'm done. So essentially, it looks like that, right? That's essentially the box where I want Tyler Kirkham to sign. By the way, just a side note, you want to be able to research how big the artist signs to as well, because if the artist signs really big, you want to find a big area for them to sign, right? So you want like a big surface area. I've seen Tyler's stuff and how he signs too as well. So he signs pretty big and signs pretty small, but you don't want it to be really small. You want it to be enough space that he has room to actually sign his name, right? So now that we're done that, we're gonna take the book out again, and then we're gonna work with this, and then we're gonna focus out on again. All right, fantastic. So there you go. I think that's enough. Okay, fantastic. So now we have our surface area. So you want to take the cardboard that you cut that's still inside, take that, and actually just line it up like that. Now, depending on how much of a klutz everyone is, you guys can only determine how much klutzy you are. I'm pretty klutzy, but not too klutzy. But if you are, have someone else do this for you, because we're working with this now. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make that cut right there, right? So you're going to be very careful. So you want this to be as snug as possible. Okay, so you want to do this to the board. So the board is pretty much snugged at the very corner. You can see that it's nice and snug in the corner over there. See how it's nice and snug? So, and you want to hold it down like this. Take your finger and stretch it this way, and take the other finger, stretch it that way. So now you have a very nice tense surface area here. So since it's a tense surface area, it cuts better. Make sure that you are very careful and just follow that line. There you go. That's your first cut. And then you do the same ones on the other ones. Finally do that. And it should come off just like that. There you go. So that piece is gone. You don't need that piece anymore. Make sure they do this. Great. So now you have a nice looking hole on the bag itself, right? Now, all right, so you don't want to present this to the artist. I mean, like, the cut looks nice and whatnot, but you know, it's kind of hanging off. It looks kind of weird, right? So you want it as neat as possible. So that is where this thing comes in. So what you want to do is this. So you want to take the painter's tape and actually tape around the edges in there, right? You want to make a tape in there. Now, there is no proper way of doing this. It doesn't matter how long that you want it. All you want to do is basically cover this area, the surface area here, right? Because if you cover too much, it's gonna stick to the book. You just want it just over the edge. So I'm gonna focus in a little bit here, and then do this. All right, so that seems clear. Okay, perfect. So what you want to do is just put it just right there. Oh, sorry. So what you want to do is just put it right there where you cut it. There's gonna be some residue in there like this. Just take that off. So you want to put it just below, right here. Okay, so you're gonna do this just below it. Let's see if I still know how to do this. Fantastic. So there's one there. Essentially, it looks like that now. So there's gonna be some residue there, a little bit of overlay there. Now it looks like that. So now when you take it off, there you go. So what's gonna happen is, there you go. So you're all good. Not bad, right? Not bad for an old timer like myself. Okay, so now you have this. It looks amazing, right? It looks fantastic. So what you want to do is get your bagging board and pretty much just slip that back in, man. That's it. Just slip that back in, and then now it looks like this. Now it looks like that. You get the book. There's the book. And then you're gonna bag and board that carefully, obviously. The bag and board. Fantastic. So it looks like that. And you're gonna tape it. So once you tape it, it's gonna look like, and then you're just gonna tape this. Magic! Tape's here. I had to go to get the tape. I forgot the tape. Sorry about that, guys. So get yourself a tape too as well. So just tape it there. Remember, when you bag and board, push right here. This is how we do our bag and boards here at the store. You push here and then you pull down, so it's nice and snug. Then when you turn it over, hey, look at that, a signing window. What you want to do too as well is the final step is that you want to actually mark it. You want to give a small little instruction, right? So you can type in, you can just write it down. So for cons on the other hand, you know, you take this and basically write down the artist's name and then what ink that you want in here. In this case, since the background is a little bit dark, a black ink on it will work, but it's gonna be lost in the background. So what I would do is, via special request, what you want to do is you want to write down the artist name, right? So Tyler Kirkham. Look at that. Nice. It's like a snowflake. Each letter is different. So a black would work, but it's just gonna get lost because it's pretty dark. The background's a little bit too dark. So what you want to do is basically give him a small instruction, because when we do our artist signings in here, you'll see that there's going to be a black pen, a gold pen, and a silver, right? So in this case, I don't want a black marker to be in here because it's just going to get lost in the background. You can definitely ask for gold. That's no problem too as well, or silver. So you have a lot of empty surface space in here. You don't have to fit everything all at one space. So you can just go right here, gold pen, put down, or silver. And there you go. All of a sudden, you also have your window now. So now, when you present this book to Tyler Kirkham, let me just focus out. There you go. So now, when you present this book to Tyler Kirkham, there, he has a pretty much a clear instructions. It says Tyler Kirkham, which is his name, a gold pen or a silver pen, and that's it. And that's essentially how you would go about on getting stuff signed. So when you guys in preparation for Tyler Kirkham's visit here, as well as any other visits that we're gonna have, this is a good instruction video on how to actually make a signing window for an artist to sign on. So that's actually pretty cool. So it gives them enough room, it gives Tyler Kirkham enough room to work with, and then it gives them instructions on either gold or silver pen, right? And then, you know, and then if you have if you have a VIP pass, you have five books, you can do the same thing. So now he can sign this, he can put it aside, sign another one, you can put it on top. It's not gonna touch it because it's not gonna smudge everything, right? Because you have everything bordered out. So that's essentially it. So for the signing for Tyler Kirkham, this is actually what you want to do. And then in our other future signing, you want to do the exact same thing too as well. So I'm going to switch over to the front of camera again, just so that I can end this video. And essentially that's it. That's all you have to do. Basically just a simple instruction on, I just want to make this quick video and just show you guys how the quick instruction of actually how to make a signing window when you guys come here for our signings. We do a lot of signings in here, we do a lot of events. So it's just that's something that I see all the time. People take out their books and then they kind of put it back in, and then you'll see the signatures get smudged. So this way you won't get your signature smudged. So definitely give this a try. So this is basically how I used to get my book signed when I used to collect and get some signatures. This will be actually a good form too as well. So you can go back and forth in this video on actually how to do the the window signing when we have signings here at the store. We always have signings here at the store. Another thing that I want to do too as well is that I want to announce that because of some demands that we've gotten for a lot of people, starting today, as you're watching this, if you go on our website, we've added a few more, just a few more spots for our VIP package. So the VIP package is back on again, but only for 1 week. It's only from now until the end of this week. So unfortunately, when it's out, it's totally out. You know, you guys have 1 more week until Tyler gets here. So definitely use that for your advantage if you guys haven't gotten to around purchasing the tickets yet. So make sure that you purchase your tickets today, this week. The VIP package will be back for just 1 week. So take advantage of that now. But until then, I will see you guys on Weekly Wednesdays. I am going to be starting filming our new show too as well pretty soon. But until then, if you guys have any questions on how to actually do these windows, signing windows, don't hesitate to ask. Just let me know. Have a good day, guys.